In this video, I'm going to be telling you about one of Japan's most deadliest killing sprees. The man behind this killing spree's name was Matsuo Toi, born on March 5th, 1917, in the Okayama prefecture in western Japan. He lived a sad life growing up, as both of his parents died from tuberculosis from a very young age. He was raised up by his grandmother, who also raised his older sister as well. Matsuo Toi was described to be a very outgoing person as a child, with a cheerful personality. He got along well with his peers, but things started to change when Matsuo Toi turned 17, as his older sister got married and moved out of the house. With his older sister out of the house, he became very depressed and antisocial. In his late teens, Matsuo Toi participated in an activity called yobai, which kind of means hooking up in today's culture, but with some slight differences. So, yobai is an activity that existed almost 100 years back in Japan, where an unmarried man would silently sneak into the bedrooms of unmarried women, and then ask the woman if she wanted to do the you-know-what in her bedroom. And if the woman consented, then they would do the you-know-what in her bedroom. So after sleeping together for the night, the man would then leave the next morning. So I'm sure engaging in yobai might have made Matsuo Toi's depression a bit better, until something happened that would change everything. Just like his parents who died of tuberculosis, Matsuo Toi was diagnosed with tuberculosis when he was 20. So today, tuberculosis is not that big of a deal, but back then in Japan, it was an incurable disease that was viewed as contagious. Death was almost certain with a tuberculosis diagnosis. So after his diagnosis, the girls in Matsuo Toi's village no longer wanted to do yobai with him anymore. He was also treated extremely poorly amongst the people in his village. So after not being able to sleep with the girls and being treated poorly in his village, Matsuo Toi wanted his revenge. So on May 20th, 1938, in the village of Kamusho Kurami, near the city of Tsuyama, is where the massacre begins. Matsuo Toi armed himself with a Remington M11 shotgun, a katana, and an axe before beginning the massacre. His first victim was a person who raised him up, his very own grandmother. He killed his grandmother by decapitation. He did leave a note right before carrying out the massacre saying he could not bear leaving her alive and facing the shame of being a grandmother of a murderer. He then proceeded to cut off the power lines in his village, bringing his village to complete darkness. He then strapped 2 flashlights to his head and then began murdering more and more people. He broke into the homes of people in his village and he would try to kill everyone inside. He killed the children, the adults, the elderly. He started the massacre late at night on May 20th, 1938. The massacre went on to the very next day, lasting a total of 90 minutes. Matsuo Toi killed a total of 30 people before turning the gun on himself and ending his own life. He committed the worst mass shooting in Japanese history, even till this day.